Hey, got a couple more Costa Rica love stories for you. As you remember, back in April, what we did was we put the word out that we wanted to hear from our readers and our listeners and find out if they have fallen in love in Costa Rica. And you would not believe this, but we got probably close to 75 or 80 people who contacted us and sent us information about how they fell in love. And we just want to share some of those with you today. And at the same time, we want to ask you, did you fall in love in Costa Rica? And if you did, send us your story so we can share the magic, your magic, with all of our readers and listeners. Keep in mind that right now we have over 260,000 people who have listened to our podcast episodes, and we're very excited about that. We also have a website at CostaRicaGoodNewsReport.com where you can view probably 65 or 70 of the Costa Rica love stories. On the top of the page, you'll see a link to Costa Rica Love Stories, and there's about 8 or 9 pages with maybe 7 or 8 on each page. So take a look at that. But if you're happier than you've ever been, if you've found true love in Costa Rica, if you love to share your story, and if your fantasy came true here in Costa Rica, we'd love to hear from you. And right now, I just want to talk to you about 3 couples who really made it big in Costa Rica. Let's talk about Liam and Leslie. When two hearts meet and know that it's love at first sight, well, this is when the magic happens. Again, these two souls were not looking for love this particular day. They were on top of the Irazu volcano. They were with their friends. Liam was here on a college tour, and their intramural soccer team came to Costa Rica to watch the professionals. Leslie was an expat who lived here with her parents. And at one of the visitor center cashiers, they both reached for the same photo magazine, and there was a zap of electricity when their hands accidentally touched each other. That is so cool. And that little spark turned into a huge bolt of lightning. 4 years later, they're still together, and they're planning their summer 3-month trip to Costa Rica together to scope out a venue for their new lives here. Both work remotely, and life could work out perfectly here for both of them. And we wish them best of luck and much success. And Steve and Nancy, well, Steve reached out to us, I think this was May or June of this year. When winter arrives in Ashtabula, Ohio, that's just east of Cleveland, Ohio, there is a fear that enters the lives of millions of people in that lake effect snow event, they call it. The lake effect snow. And that goes from Cleveland to Buffalo and then further east. Every year they dig out for days, even weeks after the last snowfall. And that's why Costa Rica is a go-to destination for many of those who live in that area in May or June. These two kind people met on their flight out of Cleveland on May 7th, 2008, he said. A big snow season had just ended and they were both ready for the beach. They met while waiting for their flight to board. They hit it off and spent time together on the beaches of the central Pacific coastal area. And now, 14 or 15 years later, they live in Manuel Antonio and run a comfy bed and breakfast. Their lives are filled with good coffee, amazing sunsets, lots of friends, and they're even loving it because they're surrounded by nature. And of course, there's no more snow for Steve and Nancy, and the forecast is for sunny skies forever for both of them. We're very happy for them. Stone and Christina. Well, what's love got to do with it? Everything, of course. Love is what makes the world go round, and now we know that Cupid's arrow can hit its mark anytime, anywhere, anyhow. Gallo Pinto cook-offs are popular within some of the expat groups here in Costa Rica. It's similar to the barbecue gatherings in the United States. Everyone shows off their best dish, and of course, beer is on the menu as well. Stone had a wonderful time-proven recipe from his neighbor, 72-year-old Maria Gonzalez. One Saturday morning in his big backyard in Atenas, which is a wonderful place to visit and live, he and about 10 other expats cooked for about 30 people. Christina was part of the catering company that helped with the layout, and now they're cooking gallo pinto every morning from their home in Gracia, just down the road. They have a small farm with lots of animals, and they enjoy the Pura Vida lifestyle that they both would not trade for anything. Beans and rice brought these two together forever. Hey, thanks for listening again. We've recorded way over 1,900 episodes of the Costa Rica Pura Vida Lifestyle podcast series, and we're found on all major venues. Simply Google our name and we're going to show up for you. And our website, Costa Rica Good News Report, and also Costa Rica Immigration and Moving Experts. Take a look. If you like what you see, then we have done our job. Pura Vida, thank you for listening. We'll see you tomorrow.